What is going on, everybody? It is Nidge here, just here to remind you that if you are enjoying the content, to leave a like and a comment on the video. Also, if you want to make sure you never miss anything, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to get all the latest information on what's going on the channel and to get in touch with me, follow me on Twitter. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you in the video. How's it going, everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of the Rise of Dynamo Nidge, our Ultimate Team series on FIFA 15, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a squad builder, and I'm really excited to bring you this one because if you cast your mind back to episode 5, you may remember we were struggling a little bit. Our teams have been very hit and miss really since the start. We had a really good start and then we seemed to drop a bit in Division 7, but as you're about to see, you can see the record now is 136, drawn 12, lost 27, and we are in, what am I after? Division 4. We've not yet played a game in Division 4, but that actually means that we've jumped up 3 divisions. I'm pretty sure we were in Division 7 before, so we've cleared that. We've cleared Division 6 and we've cleared Division 5, and that has all been with this one team that I've been having loads and loads of fun playing with. So I'm going to show you the team now. We'll go through it player by player. I'll point out who's been the main assets in the team and who's not been so good, but to be honest, on the whole, guys, this is a team that I'd really recommend you try out, or if not exactly this team, this formation, because this formation has really worked wonders for me. So we're going to start off with the goalkeeper, and in goal we have got no other than Joe Hart. A goalkeeper now, you can see, look, I've played 16 games with him, which shows how long I've spent with this team, and it's the longest I've spent with any team so far, I think. But he's a goalkeeper that I've had a few times now in a variety of different squads, and he's always really, really solid for me. Doesn't make any errors for me, touch wood, and he seems to make a lot of top quality saves that other keepers might not make. I think in the Premier League, it's either him, De Gea, or Howard that you've got to be looking at. They seem to be the best three, although a lot of people say good things about Courtois and Begovic of Stoke as well, but he's definitely up there in the best, and he's one of the better keepers I've used on the game so far. But we're going to move into the left back now. And this guy is Balenciaga, I think is how you say his name. Not a great card, he's very, very average on the whole, and he's actually only there for chemistry reasons, as you'll see later on in the squad builder. But you can see there he's played 16 games, 1 yellow card. The only thing he's got on his stats, like I say, he's a solid performer for a 77. I didn't go into using him expecting anything special, and he's not been awful, he's not been fantastic, he's just been average there. So these only there for chemistry, and he's done a decent job. So we'll chuck ourselves over to the right back, where we are playing Micah Richards again. He's another player that I've used a couple of times now, and each time I use him, he seems to do really well for me. He's also played 16 games and just got the 1 assist, but really solid right back. You know what you're going to get. He's not slow, he's strong, and he's good in the air as well, which is fantastic. So now we'll move on to the centre-backs of the team. Now the centre-backs, first of all, is Miranda of Atletico Madrid. You can see they're linking up with the left-back. Really strong player in the game. This is the first time I've used him. I actually used him on a recommendation from a friend. He's got 76 pace, 84 defending and 79 physical, which is really solid, and he's got the medium work rates. You can see he's also a player. No, he's played 15 games, sorry, I think he got sent off in one of them. No goals, which sometimes you can expect from centre-backs from corners, but not so much on his FIFA. But on the whole, his defending, which is what he's there for, is fantastic. His pace is really good as well for keeping up with those pacey strikers, and he does exactly what he's there to do. So we'll move on to our second centre-back now, who is Gary Cahill, as you might have seen before. He's got 2 assists and no goals, which is crazy in those 16 games. I don't know how he got those 2 assists, but he's obviously doing something right. Again, very similar to Miranda. 74 pace, 84 defending and 76 physical. In fact, they're both very, very similar, actually, if you look where their strengths are in their cards. Again, like Miranda, he's really, really quick for a centre-back, and he does exactly what he's there to do. He's really good in the air as well, and he's got slightly better physical than Miranda as well, which is really handy. Even though the card says that... let's just check that, because yeah, he says 76 and Miranda says 79. In game, for me, Gary Cahill's physical feels a lot better. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he's 6'4" and Miranda's 6'1", something to do with that. I'm not sure, but he seems a lot stronger to me in the game. But they're both really, really solid at the centre-back, and they make a good partnership despite the fact they've got no chemistry links between them. But we'll move on to centre-mid now. The first centre-mid that we have got in this team is Jack Wilshere, who we're actually going to be playing on the right-hand side of midfield. He's a player that's been very average for me. He's played 16, scored 3 with just the 1 assist. He does okay, and he does seem to have picked up towards the sort of end. The last few games I played, he seems to have picked up a little bit more. He's a player that I was actually looking to replace and perhaps bringing in someone a bit stronger, but he's doing the job that he needs to do, and like I say, he's good. He's done nothing wrong, but I just thought I might be able to get someone better in. So if you are going to build this team, that may be a possible area of improvement, as is the left back area. But you have to remember, when the team's done, for the first 10 games, they're going to have 99 chemistry with their manager. So now I've obviously played more than 10, they've got the 100, and I could perhaps bring in a different left back. But at the start, I've just changed formation back to it. But at the start, it's going to be a bit more of a struggle, because you're going to be a bit lower on the chemistry front perhaps, and I can't find the formation I was using. I'm sure it was a 4-3-2-1. Oh, god damn it. Well, come on. It's the one with the cam. The one with the cam. Is that the one? No. That's the one we're after. So yeah, Jack Wilshere on the right hand side of the centre mid triangle, if you like. He's good, nothing spectacular, he does what he's there to do. On the left hand side of the triangle, if you like, we have got Fernando. Now Fernando has been a bit of a revelation for me. You can see he's only played 8 games, but he's got 1 goal and 3 assists, and the reason he's played half as much as anybody else is that I actually started off with Fernandinho in that position, but I felt he was a bit too attacking, and Fernando, since he's come up, has been absolutely superb. He's a bit more defensive, he does exactly what he's there to do, despite the fact that his passing is 69. In the game it doesn't feel like it, feels good, and the key thing with him here is his medium-height work rate that he's got, because you need someone that's going to be dropping back a little bit more. I think Jack Wilshere's got medium, yeah. What you don't want in these positions, and you'll be doing this team, everyone, you don't want these two players here to have higher or more attacking than defensive work rates, because you're going to need the cover back there, because it can be quite an open formation at times. I'm not going to lie, you are going to concede a few goals with this formation, or at least with this team, but the key is these 3 people here, because they just seem to bang in the goals for me for fun. But we'll move on to the cam position now, and this is the star man of our team, Angel Di Maria. That is right, everyone managed to bring him in for just a small cost of 205,000 coins. He's played 16 games, 8 goals and 3 assists. Now, you might not think that looks fantastic, but the key thing again in this position are his high work rates that help him link up with the people at the top, and get back and defend as well. And the fact that he's so strong and quick. He's the player for me in this team. He pulls this team forward. Even if he's not getting the assists, he's almost assisting the assists, because he's bursting runs from midfield. All that you can want them to be, because they're absolutely fantastic, and he's a really strong player in the game. You'll see from some of the clips the goals he does get are just where he's pelting through on goal from midfield and manages to just use his fantastic dribbling to get round and smash past the keeper. So he's been fantastic. Whether he's worth 205,000 coins is debatable, but he's been a really fun player to use, as you'll see in some of the clips. And if you can afford him, guys, I'd go ahead and give him a go, because he really is fun to use, like I say. And I definitely haven't regretted buying him now, despite the fact that in the future his value is likely to drop. But we'll move on to the star men of this team now, because although Angel Di Maria has been fantastic for this team, the 3 men that make this team are, first of all, the right winger, Juan Manuel Iturbe on the right hand side of midfield. Just check out those stats, guys. Played 16, scored 10 with 7 assists. This guy is an absolute monster. He's got the 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. He's got 92 pace, which is phenomenal. His dribbling's fantastic. Similar to what I said about Fernando with his passing stat, but it's with Iturbe's shooting. 68 shooting. Don't believe that, because his finishing is absolutely fantastic. You'll see some of the goals that he's scored, just tapping it around the keeper like it's nothing. And him on the right hand side of the midfield has been absolutely fantastic. You can see there little key links up with Michael Richards there. Now linked to Wilshere, but we've got the Serie A link there. On the left hand side of midfield, we've then got Muniain, and this is the second team I've used this guy in, and he's again absolutely fantastic. You can see similar to Iturbe on the right hand side, except he's got 9 goals in the 16 games, but has got a few more assists with 6 of them. 87 pace and 85 dribbling. This man here just seems so agile to me. He seems to be able to duck inside and outside of defenders like it's absolutely nothing. He's probably my favourite player that I've used on the game so far, outside of strikers that are just banging in the goals, obviously. Like, as a player to use, he's up there with Di Maria, as ridiculous as that sounds, and I got him for 1,100 coins, which is, in my opinion, absolutely insane. You can see, by the way, both the wings have got high medium work rates, which is handy. You're going to want people with more attacking than defensive work rates in these positions, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt if they are tracking back a little bit. But yeah, Muniain, absolute joy to use again. Like I say, 87 pace. He feels quicker than that to me, because I don't know if any of you that have used Sterling on the game. It's very similar to him, where off the mark, those first few yards, he's absolutely rapid. Muniain is, and like I say, with his agility and his skill moves combined into that, he can absolutely tear defences apart. But the one man that has impressed me the most in this team is the striker, Gonzalo Higuain. Now look at those stats there, 81 pace, 84 shooting, 80 dribbling and 71 physical. He looks like he's going to be a good player, and I was expecting him to be good, but when you look at this record, I wasn't expecting him to be this good. He's played 16 games for this team, 20 goals and 30, my god, that's a bit of an exaggeration, 13 assists. I don't know what I can say about this player, Ron, because he's been absolutely phenomenal for me. He's got the 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, but when I was talking to my friends when I was playing on Ultimate Team, from someone I know had used Diego Costa, and we were having this conversation about players with sort of they're not small and they're strong, and they've got around the 80 pace mark, and they just seem to be unstoppable when they get going, and that's exactly what it's like with Higuain. Once he gets going, he just seems to bounce off defenders and just bobble through on goal, and then his finishing, obviously with 85 shooting, is fantastic. So he doesn't seem to miss any chances really when he's through on goal. Or he's very potent in front of goal. At least he misses a few chances every now and then, to be fair, but he has been absolutely fantastic. He's a menace in the air. His finishing is fantastic. His long shots are good. And he always just seems to be in the right place at the right time to put it in the back of the net. And there's the team as a whole. Like I said, it's got 100 chemistry now because I've played 10 games with them and they've all got the loyalty bonus. But without the loyalty bonus, you are going to end up with 99 chemistry. But even like that, I managed to do really, really well. But like I say, main players for me, Gonzalo Higuain was absolutely fantastic. The two wingers are fantastic, and Di Maria was fantastic as well. These two guys here were both okay, both did what they were there to do. Fernando impressed me because it's the first time I've used him, and he impressed me a lot. Defence-wise, these two guys here, Miranda and Cahill, are very, very strong as well. Really good centre-backs, and Joe Hart also is fantastic in between sticks. The weak point of this team, if I was going to point one out, would be the wing-backs. Neither of them are terrible. They both do what they're there to do, but they're not exceptional. Mike Richards is the better of the two, and it's this guy here that's probably the weakest point in the team. But the one thing I will say is, like I mentioned before, with this team in this formation, you are likely to concede goals, but the amount of goals that I was scoring, I mean, like I said, we'll look at it here, and you can see the record of these guys here. He's got 9 in 16. Iturbe's got 10 in 16, so there's 19 goals accounted for straight away. And then Higuain's popping in with 20 himself, so that's 39 goals straight off the bat there from those three players. And that's in 16 games, so that's like nearly 2 goals per game from each of those players when you add all that together like that, which is phenomenal. But what I'm going to do now is going to cut to the goals in a little bit of a montage at the end of this video now. Like I said, this team has been a real joy to use. It's not the cheapest team in the world purely because of Di Maria. But if you were to take him out and put someone perhaps a bit more affordable in there, for example, someone like... nothing's coming to mind now. Perhaps someone like Ramirez, who's a little bit cheaper. Mind you, then he won't link with Higuain. I'm sure there's someone else that can go there, but they're not springing to mind right now. But yeah, this team's been an absolute joy to use. I'm going to be sticking with it for a long time now. I'm not sure what I'm going to build for my second team because I've been using squad fitnesses a bit, and that's something that I need to look into. But like I said, this is a team that I've been having absolute loads of fun with, and it's a team that I'd recommend you all try it if you can afford to put it together. But on dilly-dallying now, we're going to cut to the goals at the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed this squad builder, everyone, and I hope you can get a chance to build this team yourself. But once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out there. I shall speak to you in the next video, everybody. Nidge.